Yes, you have everything you need to live an extraordinary life and manifest a magnificent world. And it has always been within you. I got up this morning and I was led to those words because they were the same words that I said last year on this very date. And then I went and I looked at the messages and I said, this is exactly what I wanted them to understand last year. I wanted them to understand how perfect they were to be in the world now and how they had something that was meant to help change the world, because the world shouldn't look the way that it does, and you are here to change that. And when you go to that message, and I'll leave a link for it, it's on the site, Any Advice for Today, you will also see that there's a video at the end of it that no one has seen, where I explained the entire thing and I went through the messages that I received on that date. Because what has occurred for me is that I was given the ability to receive information through cosmic consciousness that could cause you to live this great life, heal your life, and we could change the world. That is a bridge too far for many of us, including me. I had difficulty understanding that. But I did something else as well. Last night I said, I know that we received a lot of information in live channeling sessions in 2022 that would be showing up in our world now, because what we come to understand is that energy is producing everything. It changes as we change, as we live as humans, and we're each doing it. We're each doing it by how much we decide to move through our old stuff and accept the new. Everyone won't do that. And I've been trying to move beyond my old stuff as well, because I've done something that people hadn't seen before and I hadn't seen. But you might find that same thing. You could discover something that no one in history had ever done before if you decide to look at yourself, if you decide to do self exploration, if you decide to do personal development or self actualization. And so it turns out that that's what I was doing my entire life. When I started receiving Wilhelm in 1989, I had no idea what it was going to turn into. You don't know either, because we're always in that process of creating something new. But it can only happen when we let go of our old self. And sometimes that's challenging, as it was for me. And you'll listen to that video. The video is 20 minutes long, and I go through reading those messages and explaining the consciousness that happens through them. Because, see, I didn't receive information like what you might think of as channels or all of that. I was receiving guidance through the cosmos that was connected to everything that is happening in our world. And it was happening throughout my life, which is what caused me to heal, which is what caused me to discover mind body healing, which is what I can give to others. But the thing that we have difficulty with is belief. I had difficulty with my self belief that I had even done this, as you will hear in that video. But I can't do that anymore, because that doesn't help you. And so then what I did, I put down something, because I made a couple of documents last night, but I want to show you this one, because this is about personal development, because that's all you care about. What you want is to know how you can live a great life, how you can achieve the abundance you want, how you can move through your blockages, how you can become confident, how you can do all of those things. And this document shows you that it's all in there. And just one exercise did it, and that was in 2022. It was just one aspect of this, but it's the entire concept of this. We move through our lives and we discover new things individually and also collectively, meaning in our society, in our civilization, and it happens over time. And sometimes we do something that is different. You're supposed to do something that is different, and that's what came through me. But accepting it was challenging, as your gift might be difficult for you to believe that you have it, or that you can achieve it. And I know that you can, because that's what my life was meant to do. But I'll give you this one as you go to. I'll leave a link for the last year's message. You can go through and read it all. And please listen to the video, because that's when I read all of it. But I'll give you this one document that just shows you about this, how this, and I said this before, this is the first foolproof personal development program. Now you'll understand why. So what I did is I took some of the channeling sessions from 2022 because I knew they would be connected in some way. I have never studied astrology. I know nothing about it, but I have just received the information, and I know that is challenging for many to get. It was challenging for me, but if you go through this, you'll kind of get it. Um, and I say it's challenging because we haven't done this before, but now you'll see what it does. But this is about each person understanding how important you are. We know things from Maslow and Carl Jung and all of those people who have developed certain things. Wilhelm gave us a new way because they decided, wouldn't it be good if we bridged it and put them all together? Because what happens in this work, it's doing personal development, self-actualization, and then it's also for those who are in the spiritual realm, it's about your understanding your mission and your life plan, your divine plan, however it is. So there are a couple of documents I created. This one shows the personal development aspect, and the other one showed more of the spiritual aspect, but they're the same because they're all in consciousness. It just depends on how we choose to use it in our lives and how you choose to use it in your life now. But that's what I wanted you to see. I'm Everything is possible, and this is the thing I'm going to tell you because I have lived through all of this. I'll be 75 November 2nd, so I know what you can achieve. Getting you to believe it is just the only challenge, and I've been trying, but I'm going to do even more now. So I invite you to join the program because it will completely change your life. Now, as I've said, it'll be changing in terms of the rate, but now anyone can do this. You have your opportunity. I'll see you soon.